Hi everyone! In this video, I'm going to tell you about the synopsis of Alchemy of Soul episode 5. Herbal Tea. As episode 5 of Alchemy of Soul starts with us in the past. Seeing more of Mudok's history, as a child she was amazed by her father, who happened to be a constellation recorder mage for Cheongbunguan. Unfortunately, he was killed and she witnessed this happen, stringing her face in shock. With the young girl looking over her kid's parent, she was approached by Jinmu, who actually offered to train her. He took the girl out to the dark recesses of the mountains where she trained and honed her skills. When she returned to the world, she showed up as Naksu, but of course she is now returning to that very place as Mudok, with its beauty Potek. And that place is questioned is called Tahyanguk. Mudok and Jang-uk head there, but the latter can smell chicken. It turns out it's actually being cooked at the cabin nearby as soon as become apparent someone else is staying there. There is even dog outside too. Jang-uk queries Mudok whether this is an elaborate ploy from Mudok to set up a home for them. She's quick to write off that idea though. Meanwhile, the leader of Jinyonggon gathers the mage of Daeho to hold an unanimous assembly. Aside from Janggang and his family, all 11 convene together and have a big meeting. This is all in preparation for the upcoming duel between the Crown Prince and Jang-uk. With the head of the family scattered together, they hear that Uk has been stripped of his title. As he's had a lot of teachers, some of which sitting around the table, they write off Uk's ability and claim he has no power. Park Jin speaks up though and decides to shoulder the humiliation for Song Rim should Jang-uk lose his duel. Over Dangyanguk, the owner of the cabin returns, learning from his faithful moth that there is a soul shifter inside. This explains the red aura it was able to see earlier on. He thanks to the dog for his help, given the soul has no malice right now and wouldn't have able to see her. Just before using his power to kill her, he thinks twice. When he turns out, he finds Jang-uk standing before him with his sword. He removes the bracelet and lunges it at the guy. However, the stranger effortlessly shrugs our protagonist off and easily thwarts him with magic of his own. Jang-uk refuses to answer the guy's question and calls for Mudok to flee. She doesn't nod, and this conflict spills over in the morning. Mudok and Jang-uk begin bickering about who this guy is. He instantly believes they're married from the way they're talking to one another. This guy is certainly something though, having mastered Jitsu and operating way above the usual level given he can control fire. Not only that, he also showed off his power in controlling water through the Jinsu technique too. However, there are bigger problems afoot. Given Jang-uk has been drinking all the water from the party, he's shocked to learn he's actually lowered sexual libido through the use of cast herbs. He's shocked and believes that guy is lying. As for Mudok, she realized that this match is the infamous Master Lee. He too has cut off his libido to focus more on magic. Mudok thinks it's a good idea. Jang-uk follows it, telling him that immodest is a small sacrifice. Jang-uk is frustrated and slams his first down on the table. The blow flies across and smashes Mudok in the face. Despite blow trickling down her face, she smiles warmly as she realizes this is Jisoo energy trickling out. While this is going on, Yu seems to find some spirit back after chasing a war gunner. Park Jin tasks him with finding out for certain whether it's actually his or not. At the same time, Jinmu continues to sing, deciding to move Gil-ju's soul into an announce shortly. Interestingly, Jinmu has a soul ejector he could use to. Back with Jang-uk though, he continues to learn under the guidance of Master Lee. He encouraged Jang-uk to let him be his teacher properly, finding out that this last pupil had off and worked at an infirmary. And that guy, no one other than Hoyom, of course, small word. As for Mudok, she happens to be in the town, wanting to spread the rumor that Jang-uk has already mastered Yusu. Unfortunately, she's stopped by Kilju and his men who grow suspicious of her, believing her to be Naksu, only she obviously doesn't have a blue mark and that throws him off her scent. Woo drops to her knees before the crown prince asking for help. She claims that Jang-uk is shaking in fear at the prospect of fighting the prince. She also doesn't want the guards to be sniffing around her from now on. The continued prince eventually agrees to help. Yul and Dagu arrive at the Yonggok intending to find out about the spirit plague. On the way though, Yul finds the spot that he and Mudo shared in the past and reminisces speaking of which, Mudok and Jang-hoo to eventually show up, but when they do, Mudok is still drunk from her encounter with the prince and falls into Yul's arm. Back at the place, Park Jin learns that unknown guy has broken through the barrier and is calling at the gates. It's Master Lee. He's shown up to see Yum and ask for his help. Presumably, with the corpse he earlier escapes with that floated down river, this one is also petrified like the others we've seen. As the episode closes out, Mother reminisces an old tree she's fond of from her past, the one she was able to ascend when she was Naksu. With no way of reaching the top by simply climbing now, Jang-oh promises to help her ascend. This is how his motivation going forward, intending to reach his soul level in order to make this is a reality. That's it for the video. Bye!